Hey guys, this is Katie with
Hey.
Vintage and Vinyl and Angela, and I am so excited to be doing another episode of Car Hop. And tonight is very special because, as you can see from this glowing color that's on my face, the color wheel is out and the aluminum tree is up. And this is a very, very exciting day. And I've got Angela with me from Dear Angela's Vintage, and we are going to have some Christmas fun because, Angela, you're doing a craft tonight, right?
I will. I don't know whether to call it a wreath or just a hanging. And this pie tin, I'll show you a couple pieces. It will involve this Santa and this pie tin. So I'll periodically hold it up and show you the progress.
Fantastic. That is going to be so much fun. And as you guys can hear, Miss Louie is officially home, so she is making noise in the background, and that is very exciting for me. And I have put her in the kennel.
Oh, you can't see my tree.
I'm afraid that she might eat an ornament hook or a tiny bright if it falls on the floor during
my
this
tree.
So she'll probably be making some noise, but she says hello to all of you, sends lots of Merry Christmases and pug hugs out to everyone in the chat. So we've got some people joining us, and I'm very excited about this.
I didn't realize it sat right in front of the tree.
Yeah, Louie's kennel is right in front of the tree.
There's the tree.
Safely on the counter. So Louie will not have any mishaps. My pug, she won't be able to eat anything. If you've been following me a while, you know that Louie is notorious for eating things she's not supposed to, like the head off of a girly candle from D at Thrill with Thrift. So yeah, I got to be really careful with Louie.
Louie was at the vet because she scratched her eye.
Yes, playing with a toy. So that was, not fun, but she's back and she's safe, and that is wonderful. So welcome, Steph. I'm so glad you're joining us. Jan Goodwin is here today. Welcome, Jan. Wolves 2018-2019. You're new to me, so hello. I'm glad you're tuning in. HM Parker is here. I think that's Holly, so welcome, Holly. Vinny is in the chat. Welcome, Vinny. Vinny's going to keep us laughing throughout the evening, which is something we all need. And Tim is tuning in from Canada. Welcome, Tim. We've got Elba here, Diane Broderick. Let's see, Jerry, my flea market treasures. Tiger is tuning in. Yeah, Louie loves the taste of vintage. Marie, Three Sheets Marie is tuning in. And Sherry Edwards. And I'm so glad you liked my tree decorating last year. This is the aluminum tree. And as we get into decorating it, I will turn it around. And I may turn off the color wheel so that it's not so bright in the camera. But the color wheel is kind of fun because it's not actually a color wheel, so it doesn't get dangerously hot like some of the vintage ones. It's actually a Walmart LED light that has colors in it, so it has that fun effect. It's just not hot, and it's not hard to store and stuff. So it's really great. I love that. So if you have an aluminum tree, highly recommend getting one of those colored LED spinners for your house from Walmart. I'll put a link to it in the description box of this video. Misty talks about them quite a bit because she's used them for her aluminum trees, and they're really, really great and inexpensive. Hey, Val M, welcome. So glad you're here. Christina Taylor's tuning in. Carrie C, I'm so glad you're here. Carrie's in the chat. And let's see if I missed anybody else. So welcome. And Angela, what brooch do you have on? Because I see a little peek of it, and I'm intrigued.
It is a deer.
Of course. Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
He has a little green gemstone eye.
Aw, let me make you big, Angela, so that we can see that. Oh, look at him. Isn't he fabulous?
And then there's my tree. I put up some shiny brights today with no hooks, so they're just sitting in there. I'm living dangerously tonight, so check. There's the tree and my first jewel bright right there. So I put up my little mini tree for now.
Well, I told Angela, thank goodness she doesn't have cats, or all those ornaments wouldn't stand a chance.
No, the last pet we had was snakes, and they're gone. So,
Well, snakes wouldn't be my first choice, but I know that you
me neither.
had an interesting experience with them. So yes, that brooch is fantastic. And today I have on a little snowman. Now I wanted to wear a deer in honor of Angela, but my deer just didn't want to work with this shirt. You know, some brooches are a little heavier and this shirt wasn't working with it. So we have a snowman instead of an upside down deer who should be right side up. So I'll wear him on a heavier jacket.
That's fine. It looks like stuff my mom wore. So we're all for the snowman.
Yay for the snowman. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm glad you got
Casey Addicts is here.
okay. That's why I was like, Carrie, see, wait a minute. There it is. Carrie's back with her. Yeah, much better. That's the official Carrie account. I like it. Okay, so we are going to get started here. Now, Angela, tell us a little bit more about the craft, what you're going to be doing, and we'll keep you updated through the evening. So if you kind of want to, chat, you can. If you want to craft along with a project that you have at home, you can do that. You can decorate. Just cozy up in your pajamas with some eggnog or hot chocolate and watch this. It's just going to be a fun hangout tonight. And I love to get input from the chat. So I'm sure Angela will get input on her craft and I will talk about my tree and decorating and you guys can help us get ready for Christmas. So Angela, tell us a little bit more about your craft and what kind of things you're going to be doing.
Well, I'm going to start by putting tinsel around like the inside here, the ring. I got this tinsel in different colors. I have some plastic ring and picked this up at Goodwill, so it's kind of falling apart a bit. So I think I'm going to dismantle it, which I know probably breaks some hearts, but it's kind of falling apart. So there's a cute bow here, so I may use that, but I'm going to have a Santa, and I'm going to flip it upside down. I know, like this is the way the stamp is, but the hole is down here, so I figure I'm just going to do it this way, so that way I could put a ribbon through and then just hang it up here. And I'll have this Santa here, which has been, like, I don't know, it's, like, been in the family. Like, there's something that we were going to donate, but I'm going to keep it, and I'll add it to here. And then I figured in these open spaces, I could add some of the plastic leaves, and around the tinsel, I have, like, little trees and berries and things to add along. So I'll show progress.
That is fabulous, Angela. I'm looking forward to seeing
and
that.
I thrifted this. Most of it, well, is thrifted except for a few things that were from like Dollar Tree or the craft store.
That is wonderful, and we're gonna see it come to life tonight, which is so exciting. Now, I
Yeah,
want to give a
Jamie,
quick
sorry you
shout
couldn't
out
be here.
Yeah, to Jamie in the chat. Jamie says she's living vicariously through your tree, and this is no big surprise. But if you've been following in the chats recently, poor Jamie and her family came down with a stomach bug and has been out sick. And I feel so sorry for you, Jamie. So Jamie is not able to participate in our aluminum tree decorating contest. We are planning on doing that tonight, but Jamie will have to join us for Valentine's Day. So Jamie, I'm hoping that you get better soon. I know that is awful, but I hope you can live vicariously through my tree tonight. And we will be back with our annual decorating contest come Valentine's Day for you guys. So stay tuned for that. That's not going anywhere, but I do hope that Jamie gets the feeling better. So tonight I am filling in, so to speak, for our decorating contest with my aluminum tree. And we've got Angela doing a craft. So we got some fun things for you. Let's see. Is there about to be a crime against vintage? Is what Carrie's
Well,
saying.
I have another Santa head that I got last year. I saw that, but it's still in the packaging. So I'm like, I feel awful. Like, do I take it out? Do I not? There's a little container of like mini ornaments. I'm like, I kind of feel bad taking them out, but I kind of want to use them. So yeah, there's gonna be some crimes.
Nothing. can be as bad as that teacup I showed in my
At least
Goodwill
I'm
video.
not like ripping them apart. I'm
That
creating a better
crimes with
moment.
teacups.
The
That was
teacups.
complete horror. That poor teacup was so glued together you couldn't get it back apart. It had a candle in it. It had all kinds of things. So what Angela's doing is way better than the crimes against teacups.
Or like your Christmas ornament, Katie,
My Christmas ornament.
that you made with Patrick.
Oh, yes, I have that. And it is going to go on this tree. So I will put that on this tree at the end of a live tweet.
I have that. Oh, darn. I have that thing I got to send you, the Christmas ornament craft to make. Oh,
Hey,
so I think it's in the other bin, but I'm going to have to send you that little craft that you can do. Trust me.
Okay, yeah, because Angela says that she has a craft that I can do, but Laura's in the chat, so she can attest to this because she was on that night. That crafting session we did with Patrick over at Trusty Huckster Mercantile was really hard, and I was awful at it. And my ornament is special in its own way, but
well, besides the jumbled, tangled mess at the bottom, it looked pretty good, Katie. Like, well, you did pretty good, you know, going with the flow.
Let me get the ornament and show you because I think
HM, no.
It's special, you know. It's its own thing. But this ornament, well, I tried. Like the bottoms, the bottom's got a lot going on. But this part isn't too bad, I guess. But they wanted you to glue these tiny little beads on all down the side on top of the velvet. And let me just tell you that if it weren't for Beth at Carolina Sweet Treats and Pretties, who messaged us before the live and said, you know, you might want to open your ornament and make sure you don't need any extra supplies. And I opened it and it was like 30 minutes before the live and it's like, you need craft glue. I'm like, I don't have craft glue. So I used glue that I use in my woodworking for my pins to actually try to glue this together because I didn't have craft glue. Like, I'm not a crafter. I don't do that kind of stuff. So I don't usually have that around. So glue was everywhere. I still have glue on my counter and I have a little bit of glue on my computer that I can't figure out how to get off. So this ornament is probably would have been a little bit better with craft glue. So I just had to try to wrap the string around here. But I'll tell you, most glue probably doesn't want to stick to these little beads. It was a very fun and hilarious experience. So if you missed that, go back and watch it. But this will definitely grace its make its presence and grace us on the aluminum Christmas tree. So this guy is definitely special to me now after I put in lots of hard work gluing each individual little sequin on and trying to get this garland to stay. Yeah, I will never live that down. MB hung both of our ornaments right together and hers is perfect. I will say MB did a good job. But Laura, you get a very strong A for effort because you had a hard kit, I gotta say. Yeah, an A for effort. That's it.
I knew I'd burn myself.
Yes, and I was telling Carrie because when we video chat, there's a filter that has like a color thing in the background. It looks like sort of like a rave, you know. And so when I put on my color wheel and it's making this fun design, I told Carrie, we're at Carrie's rave in my apartment. Let's see. What? Oh, I saw someone wiping the white mugs. I saw that. I don't know if you saw that today, Angela, but it was if you follow Mrs. Santa Claus, she was showcasing a reel. I think it was a reel on her stories of a lady that had vintage Santa Claus mugs, Japan, with the cold painting, and they were literally wiping them off to make them pure white. And for all of us true vintage lovers, we were just like, no, you can't do that.
No, man, if you just want some cliche white things, go to like Pottery Barn or something. Like, how can you do
seriously.
that?
Yeah, I mean, it was just so sad and cringy and awful. So if that's what you guys are talking about, I totally understand. Oh, yeah, MB was the sleeper crafter that came out of nowhere. Now, Catherine's was good. Catherine's in the chat. She made a really good ornament. But I
Catherine is the crafting extraordinaire.
Yeah, Catherine's very good, but so are you, Angela. Angela has more crafting abilities than I do.
I just haven't shown much yet.
Mine
because I'm usually too busy. Sorry.
Mine is special. I'll just say that I don't craft well. That is just not my area of expertise, but that's okay. We all get an A for effort.
No, this is no participation trophy here. Okay.
Seriously, Jamie, let's take our vintage torches and pitchforks and find that chick's house. There's nothing wrong if you like farmhouse or you like that white look. I'm not here to shame anybody, but if you're going to take really nice old vintage items and then totally upcycle them to the point where they're not vintagey and cool anymore, I just find that a little bit of a crime. You can find those white mugs now, you can buy them that way, or if you're going to do farmhouse, here's my hot take for the evening, is actually find true farmhouse vintage items. Instead of just taking a piece of furniture that's antique and whitewashing. Now, there's nothing wrong with saving things and upcycling. That's a big part of our community too. But I really like preserving the past, and that's just me. That's just my opinion. But I think
and you don't have to look too far to find some that mostly are white. So just
don't run the vintage.
Go find those.
That's enough for my soapbox tonight, folks. I promise that I will get into a little bit more fun. We have some ornaments here next to me.
Strings.
Several boxes because I was planning on doing an Easter aluminum tree. And Easter came around and things got busy and then kind of got put by the wayside. So when I was looking for my shiny brights, I realized that I have a box of ornaments I had separated just for Easter. So this includes some of my Fabergé eggs that my grandma gifted me.
Those are cool.
It includes a little sheep. I had planned to do a whole Easter tree, and it includes some of my other, I love these, the flying saucer ornaments. They're just fabulous. So I had planned on doing an Easter tree. So this box apparently was my Easter box that I had set aside. And then this box I had separated for Valentine's Day. So I had all the red shiny brights in this box. Now, I know I probably am not storing these the best way because I know you're not supposed to leave the hooks on, but, sue me. And then I have a whole ornament box filled with other shiny brights and special family ornaments. So we're going to go through this big box now and kind of look through some of the ornaments and see what we might want to put on the tree. The other thing that I have, and I wanted to mention this, Carrie at KCATX sent me this amazing tree topper. It is beautiful. And Angela, I got one also from her. This beautiful tree topper. But unfortunately, with my tree, it's a little too tall. So even though I used Vinny's idea and I took off one of the top branches and was going to use it, as a way to make this work, it's just too tall and it hits the ceiling. So when I get finished with this live, unless there's any good ideas in the chat, I will figure out how to put this on. But unfortunately,
I got the tinsel on.
Okay, let's see what you're
technically
doing.
This way. Here's the tinsel. Here's our first layer.
So are you using hot glue to stick that down?
Yes, I am. This is my new Gorilla Glue brand glue.
Ooh, fancy.
With Gorilla Glue sticks. I tried out because I heard that the from Lone Fox on YouTube. I heard the glue sticks are really good, so I'm trying it out. And it has low and high temp setting, which I'm on low, and it's like coming out pretty good. So, yes, I am using this fancy glue gun with a stand because I needed a full size one. And so there's the first layer.
That is looking fabulous. And a quick hello to Delbert who's tuning in. Welcome,
Here's my
Delbert.
new
Thanks for being
deer
here.
Christmas earrings, if you can see them. I
Oh
had
my
the
gosh,
little
those are
reindeer with
darling.
candy canes.
Are those the ones you bought off of Instagram, Angela?
Yeah, I got from Fancy That Francine.
Oh, those are so cute.
Right now I'm going down in gauges, so I'm going back to, so basically I can just pull this right out right now, but the hole is getting smaller. So I put these in and it kind of covers up that hole.
If it will stay in, right?
I know. Like, I kept him in all afternoon at work, so I'm like, okay, which direction does it go? Okay. Like,
Those are
yeah,
just
I
so
almost need
cute.
like those backings that have like the disc. I need more of those. But there you go.
So Angela's got cool tinsel, and I have to say that tinsel's pretty amazing. But what I have for my aluminum tree, and I'm very excited about this, is I got these from Michael, the Colton Vintage, and I have never seen a strand this long. I don't remember exactly how long he mentioned these are, but this will cover my entire tree. So these are aluminum beads, and I've always wanted a multicolored strand. And they are amazing. And they have the little star. So when you find these with the paper star, they are older. The stars are older than the rounds. And these are just so magical. So this is going to go on my tree. And we're just going to go all out because I also have this amazing little container filled with the larger size green mercury beads from Pam. So we are just going to have a party and go crazy with the mercury beads because why not? Let's have a holly jolly Christmas. And I'll show you what else is in this box that's sitting next to me. I've got some ornaments I probably won't put on the aluminum tree because the aluminum tree, the branches are thinner. But my grandpa had a whole collection of these made in Japan Snoopies and Peanuts. So this little guy, he is fun to get out and see. I might put him around the tree skirt. I had a little Peanuts family of these last year, and this is his little tennis racket. Grandpa played tennis. He was very good at it. And so, of course, we have the tennis Snoopy. And then we have Charlie Brown with his little package. Isn't he just cute? These won't go on the tree, but I always have like a space
Bama.
for that, which is great. Hey, Pam.
Yeah, any arsenic ornaments?
No arsenic ornaments tonight. We're staying safe as far as I know. And then I have little let's see, I keep wanting to say Linus. That's not Linus. Get it together.
Lucy.
This is Lucy. So we got Lucy there. So we'll have a little fun family. I had them set up like Weissman last year. I thought it was kind of funny to do it that way. So I had them all in a semicircle around my tree. And then we've got Snoopy, another Snoopy with the little boot. And these are all made in Japan. So probably 50s, I would think, for these guys. 50s or 60s. And then we have this fella, and he's another Snoopy. Now, my grandfather also golfed. So, of course, we have to have a Snoopy golfing, So we've got the whole Peanuts gang plus some additional Snoopies hanging out. And then let's see what's in. Okay, so I've got, and I also have, this will be fun for all of you guys just tuning in. I love the Christmas mouse. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Christmas Mouse, but Christmas Mouse is a wonderful story about a mouse that comes to visit, and you leave little things in his tree. So you leave little things in the tree, and Christmas for Christmas mouse, and then he leaves you presents. So you leave like cheese out or something, and then presents would end up hidden in the tree, like little things. And so we would always do this growing up, and I've always loved mice. And so my grandma had a whole collection of these adorable little felted mice. They're all doing different things. I have no idea where she got them from, but they're mine now. And so this one has a little teddy bear, so darling. This one has, I think she's just Mrs. Claus because she's got her little hat on. And then there's this one, which is just adorable. She's like, I think she's supposed to be caroling or reading the newspaper. She's got little glasses on.
Hey, Katie's mom.
Hey, Mom. And then let's see. This, well, I'll find the other mice. Oh, yeah. This guy is carrying bread. So it's a little, I think, French mouse coming home from the market, and just darling. So I like to hide these in the tree, and they're light enough weight that I think they'll be great hidden in the aluminum tree branches. The other thing that I always put on the tree, it is good luck to put a chimney sweep on the tree. So I always hide this guy in here. He's from Germany, and he is just a little lucky chimney sweep. I don't know what the backstory is on the chimney sweeps, why they're lucky, but he's always been a part of our family Christmas. He was Grandma's ornament. And then this guy is very special. He is, I think, from Disney, but he's a little made in Germany ornament. And Vinny thinks he's hilarious, so get ready for the Vinny comments. But his little tongue comes out. You press his top, and his tongue comes out. We had these on our tree growing up all the time. So this guy is going to go on there too. And he's light enough weight that he won't be a problem. Oh, and I found one more mouse. We've got Crafty Mouse. There's Angela Mouse with her wreath making the Christmas presents. And we have this little guy too.
Oh, crap.
He's probably like 1960s, I would think, a little speckled fella.
Santa came
darling. He's wood. And then this guy, okay, this one's the one caroling because it's got a little hymnal. These guys are so cute. I know some people are probably, ooh, mice. I just love them. They're wonderful. They're weird, and they're fabulous, and they're special. Yeah, Vinny is very fascinated by that ornament. Okay, and then this ornament is not a shiny bright, but we've had this on our tree growing up. Carrie, this one's for you. So it's a bear. It's all wooden, and it's got little mushrooms on the back. Why isn't that wacky and fun?
I love
bear
mushrooms.
with little mushrooms.
The bear got wild in the woods.
Yeah, he got wild, but someone handmade him. All of this is little strips of wood, and I don't know where he came from. He's just always been on our tree, so I have him.
Love your mom encouraging the Jello ornaments.
My mom's encouraging Jello ornaments. Oh, maybe I should do a Jello tree. That would be kind of fun. I did see a comment about someone was asking about record ornaments, and I do. Someone sent me little record ornaments. So I have these for the tree if we decide to put them on. And I know I have more shiny brights. Angela, why don't you give us an update while I look for the shiny brights on your craft?
Well, Santa came off, so I think he's out here now. Well, because it's this flat surface, so basically I think the glue can just come off, but I think I got it good stuck on there now. So here's Santa. His hat bends a little bit, so I'll adjust it as I want to put. I hung it in front of the hole, so that way when I attach the ribbon, it can go behind the Santa hat. But there's the little Santa. I'm going to add some of the plastic leaves around here now in the open space, and then we can go around and see what we want to add in the tinsel. But cute little Santa guy.
Oh, he is just great, Angela. I love the tinsel around the Santa. It's just simple, but it's elegant and it's great.
Zipper the glue strings everywhere.
Someone probably could make little ornaments out of resin, Jamie. I bet they would.
Someone made you that Jello pin. They could just make
Yes, I will
a
have
whole
to
bunch
share.
of those.
Somebody made me a little Jello, and I can't wait to share that for a future friend mail. And Louie, I let her out of the kennel, and now she is eating some paper towels. So there you go, folks.
So I'm going to take this
Let's
apart.
see. Oh, get out of that Jello tree. I don't know that commercial, Tim, so I'm going to have to look that up. Let's see. There is one ornament in particular that I'm looking for to be the first ornament. This ornament is too heavy for the tree, but it is really lovely. I think Grandma got it at Saks Fifth Avenue in New York, and it is a crystal star. So we've had this for a while, and I just think that is gorgeous. So it might have to live with the Snoopies, my little family of Snoopies down at the bottom. And okay, I've unearthed more mice. So we have a large mouse. With this one is handmade by Diana Thompson. So this one's very neat. It's a larger guy. And I have also unearthed the Christmas sheep. Yay! We have the wool Christmas sheep my grandma got in Scotland. I think these came from Scotland. We have the black sheep and the white sheep. So they're going to live with the Christmas star. We're just going to have a whole family of unique manger scenes with the Peanuts characters, the sheep, and the star under the tree because, why not? And then, okay, let's see. Oh, we've unearthed the shiny bright. So we have this amazing shiny bright. I think someone has added mica snow to this. But this one looks a lot like a peppermint candy. So that is gorgeous. So we have that shiny bright. And then this one Patrick sent me at Trusty Huckster Mercantile with the little mid-century starburst on him. So he is amazing. And we have also unearthed the amazing British telephone booth, which is fabulous. And I'll be very careful because I like that ornament a lot. It is very special. And okay, let's see. Here's another shiny bright. This one's little, but I love the striping on that with the mint green. And we've unearthed also a grape shiny bright. So that one's down here. And I know that I have a few more that I've put away in here. So let's see what this one is. Ooh, oh, this one's my favorite. Okay, I just love these. These little flying saucer ones are fabulous.
Yeah, keep Louie away from the baby Jesus.
Yeah, my dog last year, apparently, on this similar live, apparently ate the real baby Jesus. Not really.
Fix that a little bit.
Ooh, look at that boat.
This was cracked in half. This was on the plastic wreath. So I tried to glue it back together because I figured maybe I can add it to the bottom here at the end.
Angela, is it flocked?
It is flocked. It's almost like an orangey color. But yeah, it's flocked. So I thought that might look cute. Hey,
I love the big bow. Hey, Kate, welcome.
We gotta have Kate on for an assemblage craft night.
Oh yes, Kate and Pam should come on and do an assemblage. All right, we got the lantern style ornaments here coming out, and I know I've got just a few more in here. Let's see. This one's oh yeah, I like these bells. I think these bells are simple but pretty.
Hey, Julie.
Hey,
okay, the vintage crime is about to happen. I'm going to take this apart. So don't kill me, okay?
Well, if it's falling apart, Angela, see, that's the
Well,
case
yeah,
where you're
I didn't
saving.
know, and then I found pieces in the bag, so like where did that went?
And I'm finding little ornaments.
Hey,
Okay.
Uncle Andy.
Hey, Uncle Andy, we got another bell.
Yeah, see,
So-
there's like pieces just in the bag, so.
I'm
And a
just
pine
unearthing
cone.
all
I'll
kinds
save the
of
pine
things.
cone for the tinsel part. I have these
Ooh.
little red berries I bought from Dollar Tree too, actually. See? And then I thought these I could add in the tinsel parts, or I can add them in the plastic leaf part. There's these little red berries that are on wires and stuff. So
Oh, that is going to be
I'm gonna
amazing.
use for my crafts.
You know, Dollar Tree has some really good things.
They've been stepping up their craft section. Like,
They really have. Okay, guys, we have found my most favorite ornament. It is not shiny bright, but
hey,
are you
Jenny.
ready for the magic? It is the colored Christmas ball. This Christmas ornament right here has survived a tree falling down and many, many years of family love. This is my very favorite ornament. It's been mine since I was a kid. And this one gets first dibs to go first on the tree because it is so magical. I have also unearthed this amazing shiny bright. And look at that. I mean, this is going to be amazing with the garland. So I am just so excited about that. So I think we've got pretty much all the ornaments out. There's still more wrapped in here. I really, really just love these large ones. I just think they are just stunning. I mean, the little ones are great. The bells are fun, but those are my favorite. And let's see, there's more in here. I've apparently collected a lot of shiny brights over the years. Let's see, we've got this guy here. He's another like lantern style. Now these, you want to look for the ones that are marked shiny bright, made in USA, because they did reproduce these. So Christopher Radko did reproduce, he bought shiny bright and did reproduce these. This one is probably a little bit newer due to the top and the fact that it says USA. These have a little bit older top, and it actually says shiny bright, made in USA. So you want to look for those older ones on the top if you're collecting, and they're all gorgeous, whether you get Christopher Radko's or the older ones. But I like the older ones for my collection. And of course, Louis has Louis has gotten a hold of some paper. So Angela, why don't you show us what you're doing, and I'll get Louis safe and sound from.
I'm working on my tacky plastic since I'm taking these off the ring, and those are basically on a prong. So I'm gluing the berries back into the greenery. You can see there's some pine cones. So I figure like I can save. I'm gonna put the greenery in this area here, and then the pine cones can go up here. And I have some little gold these little pine cones and like that are gold and glittery as well. So thank you. That I'm gonna add around the edge for some accents. And I don't know if we'll add anything to Santa yet, but I have these little enameled type holly leaves. So maybe I'll add another one to his hat. Cute, Kate.
Oh, those are fabulous. And I love that tacky plastic.
Trying not to burn myself.
Oh, trust me.
I have those little fingertip covers, but where they are now, who knows? But
hey, Jeannie Plus.
I'm just using like the end of this box cutter and like pushing it down.
And hey, Amy B. So yes, Louis, I wrap all my ornaments in tissue paper, sometimes bubble wrap, and Louis has already gotten into the tissue paper. So she is celebrating the holiday joy with all of us by eating some shiny brights. Okay, we got our first indent of the night. So here is an indent. Now I do have some double indents, I think, in this other box. And I have quite a few of these because I'm just obsessed. I think they're marvelous. And there's probably other ornaments in here, but I think for now we won't. I'm finding more mice. There's a lot of mice in here, guys. So we'll start decorating. I'll flip you around. I think I'm going to turn off the color wheel. Angela, what do you think? Do you think that's a little bit too bright in the camera there? I think it is.
Well, can you move it up just a tad more? Okay. Because then
Yeah,
your vintage and vinyl thing kind of covers the light, so it's not blinding us.
Yeah,
So I
as long
think
as it's
that
not
looks good right
blinding.
there.
Okay, so it probably looks like
Yeah.
this is a tilted Christmas tree, but it's not. It's just the way that I have you guys
Yeah, now it is.
set
Huh?
up on the botch. Yeah, we Angela, you can share with the people a little bit about our struggle yesterday, trying to get this Christmas tree in the stand because, well, that was quite
Well,
a
we
challenge.
got a stand from Vinny, and we were trying to figure it out, but I think the pole or like the base of Katie's tree is just it's not wide enough for that stand, or something is like missing. Like, I don't know if there's supposed to be like an insert it sits into, because the end of hers is tapered versus flat, so it doesn't sit flat to the counter. So then she's trying to switch over to the one I think you got from Misty.
Yeah.
And then that thing was giving her a hard time. It was leaning around, so she had tape and bubble wrap and stuff. And I'm like,
There's a whole
girl,
thing last night.
Amazon that stuff. So we were talking about the fold out, like the folding, like crisscross ones that just go like whoosh when you're done. So she went on like this was at like 2 and 3 in the morning. I don't know. Like we were trying to research like how do you put these aluminum trees together. So I think she finally got the folding stand. Is that what it's in right now?
Yeah, so we kind of had to jerry rig the tree a little bit. When I bought this tree from Misty, it didn't have an original stand, but Misty had rigged up a really good stand and she used this in her store. And the stand was great, except for I think that it just was getting a little bit older and I couldn't get this pole part to sit in it perfectly. And Vinny was kind enough because he sent me a tree stand for the aluminum tree, but I think I'm doing something wrong because I couldn't get it. The pole is too big, so it would flop about in the stand. So Angela and I watched so many videos of people setting up their trees, and we just couldn't figure it out. And I'm like, I don't know what it's missing because it didn't look like it was missing something. So today or this morning, I went on to different websites, and the only place in the entire city of Jacksonville that has a tree stand for artificial trees was Ace Hardware all the way at the beach. There was only one left, and I got it. And it's for artificial trees, but it actually does work well for the aluminum tree because it has a skinny, narrow neck. And you just put this down. I did have to shim it a little bit with one of my dust cloths that I used to clean my records and twist the bolts in. So the bolts kind of hold it, and it is much sturdier. I didn't have to duct tape or do anything this year, which was nice. And then I have a tree skirt around the bottom. Now, I saw someone was asking about the lights, and yes, this is the little light contraption that Misty has. You can buy these at Walmart. They're actually to put like lights on your house, and they're great because they don't get hot. They're very quiet, unlike the color wheels. And they put a beautiful array of color onto the tree. With the aluminum trees, you can't use real lights because you can't put lights onto aluminum because fire. So that's what you got to do to make the aluminum trees kind of have some twinkle to them. And I like this method. And Misty did a great thing because what she did was she bought the little light, and then she had, I don't know if she did it or her husband did it, but they screwed it into a nice wood plate. So she sent this along with the tree, and it's great because it's just angled up perfectly to make that really pretty. Yes. I need a mechanical rotating base. That's true. I really do. Yes. So that's what we did, and it worked perfectly. Now I just need to figure out how to get the tree topper on. So that's the only challenge yet I have to solve. But I'm going to start by putting the garland on from Michael. And I've never put a whole lot of garland on, so we're just going to have fun with this and kind of, I think, just drape this around. This garland's very long, so it will fit, it should fit all the way around my tree. And if I disappear off camera and so that I can drape this around and get it all the way around. So Angela, while I do this, how about you entertain the troops with your craft and show people what you're up to?
I haven't made much progress.
That's okay.
I'm gluing the individual, layering like those individual pieces together to kind of make their own little piece. So I layered these 3 pieces together, glued them together as one piece, and I just added that on there. Like, I'll layer them all in this section here, but just trying to find the best way to fit it, because this piece is pretty like big, so just trying to fit it in where it's not like overlapping too much, because I kind of want the Santa to be like sitting on top, but it has some leaves, so trying to like see where I can tuck them under and get it in there, so I may overlap the tints a little bit, we'll see, but just making like little bunches from the loose plastic leaves that have fallen off to see where they best fit in, because some are skinnier than others. I think this one's broken. Or like a bug's been eating these little plastic leaves, But, just keep layering in all the leaves and to go around Santa, and then I'll add berries in between there.
So what I'm doing now, folks, is I am draping this all the way around the tree. Now, I did have to get up on my step stool, and I am being cautious for all the people wondering, so that I could drape this around, because I am only 5'3", and this tree is on my counter, and it is very tall. So I am trying to get this all the way, and man, let me tell you, I don't know, folks, if you can see this well with the lights, but it is looking gorgeous. This is just stunning, and I can't wait for you all to see it in person, because it is just a really stunning garland. Now, I might be doing this slightly wrong, but I don't think there's really a wrong way to put on garland, because it's just, I think it's pretty when it's sort of just draped very elegantly around the tree. So we've got this going, and it's really looking nice. And this garland is a good size. It really is quite lovely. So we are just draping that all around, and that is really, really, really pretty, I think. It's just starting to look really nice. I might, after the live is over, go through a little bit and get some of them, more up at the trees and everything. But that's really beautiful. And then I'm going to take Pam's strand. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm going to take Pam's strand and do the top, because the top does not have anything. So we're just going to go all out, and I'm going to put Pam's strand, and these are the larger green beads, and we're just going to add these to the top of the tree. So these guys are just going to hang out up top, and we're going to have 2 colors of mercury beads, because why not? You can't have enough until Christmas, in my opinion. So that is going to be fun and very old-fashioned looking, I think, which is what we're going for. I see this one hooked to the other one. Whoops.
Careful, Katie.
Let's see. I hooked the mercury beads to each other, but they're okay now, I think. Let's see if I got that draped around.
Okay, got a bigger piece on the side here.
And it has the star too. be a little bit harder to.
Like blue strings everywhere.
It's harder to do the strands of garland across the top because of the way it is. So I might have to do this one a little bit lower. Let's see. Yeah, this one might have to go lower. And I'm trying to follow the chat, but that's a little bit hard. So maybe Angela can see what's in the chat here. Okay, I think if I do it this way.
Delbert said that's coming along nicely. I don't know if he's talking about mine or probably yours.
I think, Angela, yours is going to be great. Okay.
Filling in these loose ones.
I'm going to use your garland, but I'll have
here.
to figure out how to do the top because it's a little bit harder.
And Jan Goodwin said that shimmer from that light is just beautiful.
It really is.
Thank you, Sherry. She said it looks really nice.
It's looking good. This came undone a little bit on this side. So let's see. I want to make sure I get that all looped
just
back through here. But yeah, this garland is gorgeous. This mercury glass garland. It is really stunning. And I'm gonna drape that around that. Wow, that is beautiful.
Amy B said, when I was decorating the tinsel tree at work, the branches kept falling off.
Oh no, Amy.
And then Releve said, Kate said, color wheel is cool.
Yeah, that faux color wheel thing is fabulous. I really, really like that. I just love it. Okay, so we kind of got most of the garland on. Here we go. Just like that. It's looking good. I think you're supposed to connect these together. You know, that's why it's got the little hook so that they hook on to the branch or either to the other side.
Let's see, there's these kind of pieces which you can use to layer in these little ferny type kinds.
There we go. That's really looking nice.
There's only like 2 of those.
I'll get that all straightened out, I think, a little bit later so it's more even on the other end. Because I don't think it's quite draped perfectly on the other side. So this garland, I think it needs to go around the other side to be a little bit more even here. But other than that, it is really spectacular. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. So let's see. I'm going to pull this around. There we go. And we'll just drape that through. That is really, really stunning.
Oh, I'm finding out that this glue is just popping right off of this thing. So I just got to make sure there's enough glob down there.
That is a gorgeous, gorgeous garland. Just getting it so it has those swoops, you know, is beautiful. There. That's in there. Let's see. I love the old aluminum trees, but they are a bit of a pain to put together, but they're gorgeous when they're put together, Benny. They really are. Okay, so the first ornament of honor, not really.
Luckily, I have it on low, so it's sticking to my fingers, but not like burning me.
But this guy gets pride of place.
Except now.
I'm going to put him on the other side of the tree where I can see him from my couch. So I can enjoy him all Christmas.
Separate these.
So we're going to stick him on there. And we're going to start with these guys. Now, I know my grandma, if she's watching, would probably say then you need to start with all your solid color ornaments. Well,
Hey, Miss
I'm
Bev.
of a color gal myself, so I like all these colored ones best. And so the red ones are pretty, but they're sort of boring. So I'm just gonna go nuts with all the color this year because we need some holly jolly. So we are going all colored, I think. And I'll save the red ones. I mean, we could use them as fillers too, but I think I'll save the red ones, particularly for Valentine's Day. And we will just have fun with all the color. Now, this guy I'm going to put over here because he's also my favorite. So I'm kind of putting my favorite ones where I can see them, you know. All of them are wonderful, by the way. And I did pull out a bag of, it's always the thing, right, when you're doing Christmas trees to find your ornament hooks. So I do have a bag of ornament hooks. And I will say, Angela, I don't know if you've had luck with the vintage ones, but the vintage ornament hooks are my favorite. What about you?
No, I need some ornament hooks because right now my shiny brights are just sitting in the tree. Basically, all of ours are outside. They're the new ones, but I get what you mean. Like the new ones are just basically like I know like so much cheaper. I mean, I know the old ones are just wire too, but like I feel like, you know, at least I feel like those keep their shape a lot more than the ones that you find now. Good night,
Yeah,
Carrie. She's going to bed.
Night, Carrie. You have a great, great day. Yeah, the vintage hooks are way better. They
Yeah.
are. They are fabulous. And we're going to put the bell on. I said we'll do color, but I do like these bells. And we're going to put this guy here. And man, this is just so gorgeous. I love the shiny brights, the aluminum tree. Fabulous. Now we got this guy going on next. And I think he kind of fits in this color scheme that we've got going on over here. So I'm going to hang him here. And I will say, like Vinny says, they are a little harder to do because you got to make sure they're on the branch over the wire, not just hooked to the aluminum. And Louie is below me licking my feet. I don't know what she's interested in. Something on my shoe, I guess. So let's see. Well, let's do another bell. No, maybe we'll do an indent. Let's do an indent. So we'll put this little indent guy on here. Now he's purple, and we don't really have anything purple yet. So maybe I'll do like some purple back here in the back. I mean,
I'm adding some of that greenery in.
Ooh, look at that,
There's
Angela.
these little greenery pieces on this side filling in. Santa coming out of the holly jungle. Right now it's a lot of green, but I'll add some berries and things in there. Some, you know.
So I'm going to put Patrick's special ornament that he sent me next to the purple because we kind of got a purple theme going on this side, purple and blue. So I think that looks good there. And we've got more of these. I don't know. I love these. Angela, what's your favorite shape of shiny bright? Do you like the lanterns, the saucers? Do you like these? I mean, what's your favorite?
I don't know. What's the lantern one look like?
The lantern ones are like this style.
I kind of like the saucer ones, like pan legs, or an indent, like that. Like the ones I had back there, the indent, because you know it has like a lot more detail inside there, you know. But usually those ones are just so fragile, like break all the time.
So I'm adding another flying saucer up here. And I think that will be really pretty with kind of the theme that we have going on over here. And I think it's time for this big guy. Now, this guy, I don't think He has let's see if he has a shiny bright top. This one is ironically not shiny bright. He is actually West Germany. So there are a lot of these
I
blowing.
like that one.
And yeah, he's West Germany. And we're going to put him, I think because he's got some kind of pinkish purple on him, I think he would be a good filler right here. So let's see. I'm probably going to need to get up on my step stool to put him up here because I'm not particularly tall. So let's see.
What?
Yeah.
Me neither.
Now let's see. I think he will be really nice right here. This is just coming together so well. Now, let's see what other ones we have. We got to put this now. I know this isn't traditionally something that you put on an aluminum tree, but he is very special. So he's going to go on the other side with my favorite ornament. I think I've got the perfect spot for him. And then let's see what other indents that we have. I kind of like doing this a little bit more sparsely, if that makes sense, so that you really get to see each ornament. I think last year I loaded it down a lot. And while that's pretty, I kind of like the idea of just being able to highlight a few of the favorite shiny brights. Oh, and we have this guy that's purple. So I think we'll put the purple with the purple and kind of hook this guy on this side. He'll be good next to Patrick's ornament with the purple, I think, since we got purple there. We got to put this guy on. He is just fabulous. Let's see. Yeah, they really, really are. Beach ball ornament. There you go, Benny. That's it. Oh, I love the icicles. Mike, somewhere I have a beautiful icicle. Multicolored icicle. Let's see. What is Tiger saying? Jamie said something. The UFO.
She said the old German and Polish ones are great too.
And then I saw.
She said, I may be old, but you don't need to tell the entire chat.
The indents do have an entire atomic look, very Jetsons. So I love these. Okay, Benny, these are officially the beach ball ornament. That one, I think, because it's beach ballish, it needs to go next to its beach ball friend. So we're going to pair them together. Now, Angela, how is your craft coming? Ooh, that's looking really nice.
I'm just trying not to make it too symmetrical, so I'm waiting to put on the little berries.
All right, so
probably next.
I like the berries with that. I think that will be so great together, especially with that greenery that you have.
Yeah, I separated the berries this time because the other piece, I like it all together, but it kind of, they don't really bend, so I have it over here kind of as a little focal piece, but I separated, I'm going to add it in here and just add the leaves around it, so that way it's more, I can manipulate it better. Trying to tuck some of these leaves up under Santa's beard. Let's see.
And we've got another lantern, and I think this lantern, since he's more purplish, I think he needs to stay on the purple side. So I'm going to walk around and put him on the other side. And I've got some solid purple ones. And I should have a couple of more indents. So I think this guy's going to look really nice right here. Because we need I kind of like the idea of themes, like the purple theme on this side, other multicolored together on the other side. I think that's kind of fun. Okay, we got a couple of indents. So let me show you the indents that I have. This is from this box here, which I had dubbed the Valentine's Day box. So we have a pink bell, and then we have this indent. Now, I think this guy may be a little bit newer, but he is an indent. I think that these two are a little bit newer. Now, this one is Christopher Radko. He is a Christopher Radko indent, but he is still fabulous. And these are all red.
See, the glue just wants to pop off like boom, it pops right off.
Oh, that's a mess.
Maybe now it has a base to stick to.
So let me know in the chat. We had Jamie saying that she likes the UFOs. And what are some of y'all's favorite shape ornaments? That's what I'd love to know. I'd love to know what you guys like best. So we've got a choice of the bells here. So there's the bell ornament. We've got the double indent here. We have the lantern style. This one's lantern. These, I don't know what they're called. They're like pine cones, kind of, but I know that's not it. Twists, maybe? There's a specific name for those. And then we have those UFO ones, these, the flying saucer ones. So I'm curious what you guys like. I like them all, but my favorite, like I said, are the UFO ones. I just think they're fabulous. And those are not as easy to come by. Like, I see the bells more often. I see some of the other ones, but I don't see the UFO ones that much. I'm guess they just, maybe because they were larger, they didn't survive. I'm not really sure. But we got a bell going up there. And let's see. I think some of these gold ones, even though they're not multicolored, would be really nice to mix in. So I'm going to add in some of these gold lanterns, just sort of where I think there could be some filler. Like this branch doesn't have anything on the other side. That side's looking a little sparse. So I think we need to fill it up with maybe these indents could go over there. And then some of these colored ones. Well, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Yeah, swirlies is what I'm calling them. I don't know. Okay, we got the vote for indent. Jane likes the round ones. And oh, you have some that belong to your grandparents. How wonderful, Diane. That's amazing. Okay, so let's see. Kate's saying when the hot glue pops off, she uses E6000. Do you have E6000?
Yeah. Mine is always thick. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, but maybe it's just too cold here.
I will say that if the temperature changes, glue can be very, very funky, and sometimes it doesn't want to work. So yeah, with this side of the tree is a little sparse.
Oh well, in that case, maybe that's why, because the dang.
So let's see if I can turn you around a little bit there, guys, so you can see what I'm doing over here. Because we got to fill this side of the tree. So I've got one of the indents, and it's red. And then this one's kind of pink. So I'm putting the pinks and purples together on this side, which I think is kind of nice. And this guy I think is better up here. Well, I don't know. He might be too close to that garland. Yeah, I might just add him here. Although I think that you could have too many of the same shape together. So I might put him in further. And then we'll do some of the pinks.
Mike said all are great, Katie. I love tinsel too.
Yeah, all are fabulous. Okay, so that pink one is going to go in the inside. And we've got some of these blue ones. Okay, I found another. It's like unearthing presents when you unwrap ornaments you haven't seen all year. But I found another one of these. lantern style. So I think I'm going to put it here. It will be really nice here. And the top's looking a little bare.
Thanks. Maybe that's what I should do. I should turn it to the high heat. Okay.
Yeah, try that.
Yeah, it probably needs to get hotter. That way it, doesn't solidify so fast.
Okay, so we've got the swirlies or the twisties or the pine cone, whatever you want to call it. It's going up here, this blue one. And we've got to get some of that top decorated. Now, what I want to know is if you guys, people that own aluminum trees, do you decorate down here? Because I think that it needs a little bit down at the bottom as well as the top, because the top can get a little bit sparse, looking too. And this guy's blue. He's been a little bit, he's been around the block. He's well loved.
He's been around the world.
He's got the way that he faded. I don't know if you guys can see this, but he's faded with this kind of cool swirl pattern. I like how he's aged. I think he's great. And we're going to put him up top. So let me move my ladder. I'm working on the edge of my counter. So I'm kind of walking around the island and just placing these where I think that they should go. And this guy, I think, needs to go here because we need some ones at the top. The top's looking a little sad. Now I've got two other swirlies and my hat's a little bit too big to fit under this tree, so it keeps hitting the branches.
Jamie, can Blake help you decorate the tree this year?
Yeah, Jamie, I'm sad that you're missing out on getting to put your tree up. But I know it's a lot of work, and it's always sad taking the tree down. That is the worst part. So we're going to try not to think about that. And I just dropped that hook. Just slipped right out of my hand. There it is. I'll be careful because, Miss Louie, she's a vacuum cleaner, my pug, and she'll come and eat whatever is available to eat off the floor.
Katie's been having too much eggnog.
Too much eggnog. Actually, I haven't had any eggnog today.
Me neither.
Okay.
Haven't had any this season yet.
I think we've got all of the shiny brights on that are not red. So now I think we could use some of the red as fillers. And we might as well start hiding our mice in the tree because we got to have some of those hidden. I found another swirly. That's always exciting. That's going to be my new thing. Oh, and we got one more indent. I got another indent. Now, this one I think is Christopher Radko. I don't think this one's that old. It's not marked on the top. It just says USA. And it's got a seam line, so it's not particularly old. So we'll just hide him at the top. He'll be a good filler for the top because you're not going to see him. He'll be there. I mean, you'll notice him, but he won't be as cool as some of the vintage ones that I put down below. So he's just going to live right on the very tip top of the tree. And then we'll fill some of the spaces with the red. Now, I like the red a lot, but I thought the colors would be fun to get them on the tree first. So, Angela, how's your craft going? Have you figured out the glue situation?
Oh, yeah, I think that's working. I have these pieces here. I'm just trying to decide where to go from here.
Oh, I love the tinsel and the greenery together. That is gorgeous.
I'm adding in the leaves basically separately and adding in those little fern type pieces. I got some more. So I'm going to do the bottom and tucking them like kind of underneath the beard so it covers up the end of the leaves. Hey, buying space.
Hey, Buying Space. Buying Space is Myra. Myra lives in Jacksonville. So welcome, Buying Space. It's been such a long time since we've chatted, but I'm so thrilled you are here. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so now I'm just getting the last little bit done around the bottom of the tree. And guys, I think this tree's getting really ready for Christmas.
Oh, yeah, you can tell it's much hotter. It just dripped off.
It just dripped off.
Oh, yeah, luckily it fell in the thing, not on me, but...
So we are going to add...
Santa's hair is getting stuck to everything.
Santa's gone off to the Caribbean to have some boat drinks.
He needs to trim his beard a little.
He's gotten a little bit too hot in the sun. So maybe Santa can cool off a little bit in the Florida Ocean if he comes down here. Okay, let's see. Some of these have hooks. I really should be better at taking the hooks off. And Amy, Amy, you're in the chat. I wanted to say earlier, and I'm sorry I didn't get a moment, but I did get your wonderful Christmas card, and it made me smile. It was fabulous. Amy sent me a vintage Christmas card, and I'm going to be sharing that very soon over on Instagram and on a vintage friend mail. So, Amy, thank you so much for that. It really did brighten my day. Okay. Now we are just going all out with the shiny brights here. Because, you can never have too many of them. Although I do like where they're kind of more spaced out a little bit. So you get to kind of enjoy them. But there's a branch that doesn't have anything. So it needs something. And, well,
Katie will be doing that. So keep an eye out on Christmas Eve for her Christmas light collab.
Oh, yes. If you guys have missed that.
Is it an open collab? People can post their light tours?
Absolutely. So if you are just joining in, yes, the Christmas light collab is coming up very soon. It is going to be next Friday, and anyone can join in. That has either a YouTube channel or an Instagram, or you can, I guess, send in photos too if you want to email me. But all you got to do is film Christmas lights in your area, make a little video or a little post, and upload it. Use that hashtag Christmas Eve light show, and we are going to have a fun watch party. So Christmas Eve, come back to my channel, 10 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have a wonderful time doing Christmas lights. We're going to see everybody's videos on a live watch party. And then this is what Angela doesn't know yet. So I'm very excited to announce this.
I can't come.
I have a special guest coming on to read the night before Christmas. So we will be closing out the evening with Patrick, Trusty Huckster Mercantile, and we are going to read the night before Christmas together. So that is going to just be so much fun. So I'm really looking forward to that. 10 p.m. on my channel this coming Friday. And Angela, if she's available, she'll be joining me as well. So I'm really looking forward to that.
You're reading a book. I think I'm busy.
Well, we could always read.
Fingers crossed I will be there. I plan on it. The Santa head, it was in our family Christmas decorations, and my brother and I were going through our bins, kind of going through getting rid of things because my mom would never let us part with things. She'd be like, no, we have to keep that. So this year, we haven't gone through everything yet because we barely have the house decorated, but that was one of the things I was going to put in a mystery box. And then I'm like, I'll use it for the craft. It'll be perfect. So I honestly can't tell because if it used to have a string or something, because the bottom is just a plastic head and it doesn't look like it mounted to anything. It doesn't look like it was attached to anything, no glue marks or... So I was like, I honestly don't know.
We got one more ornament, and then we are complete The tree is a beaut, and it is ready for Christmas.
It's a beaut, Clark.
Yes, it's a beaut, Clark. And I give you the Vintage and Vinyl 2021 aluminum Christmas tree. Behold the Christmas tree in all of its shining, shiny glory. There it is. I'll do a walking tour when Angela gets wrapped up a bit and show you what I've done with the tree. I got to work on the garland a little bit. It's a little bit, I think, off kilter a bit, but I can fix that. Like we say in editing, we'll fix that in post.
Okay, Katie, do that a couple more times because I'm not done yet.
So let's talk about some of the other ornaments here that we have not put on. And I'm going to show you guys some of the mice, because that's right, we haven't gotten to hide the mice yet. Now, I probably won't hide all of them. I'll hide one, and that one will be Santa Mouse. And then we will put the others in a little family around the tree. So I mentioned that I have the Snoopies. And I think what I'll do is one side of the Christmas tree will be our little Snoopy family. You know, they can be all together looking at the Christmas star, which will be this ornament that weighs a ton. So I will, well, it's a little out of scale, but we'll put them together. And then maybe what we need to do is we need to have a section for the sheep. Maybe they can look at the sheep are really out of scale compared to them. So maybe we'll put the sheep elsewhere. Like they can just live around the Christmas tree. They can be rocking around the Christmas tree. Little sheep rock around the Christmas tree. And then I wish I had more of these because they would be great under the Christmas tree. But then we'll have a little family of mice on the other side that are living. So we got to be creative. So let's see. Now, I will also in post, once this video goes live, I will figure out how to share with you on Instagram what I did with the tree topper, because I really want to put this fabulous tree topper on that Carrie sent me. The one Angela sent me, I'm going to put, it's a beautiful 1960s tree topper. I'm going to put this guy on a receipt spike, I think. So if you haven't seen that, a lot of people on Instagram are doing some amazing things with vintage and antique receipt spikes, and they are setting this on top, which is really down the spike, which is really a clever thing. And then I also have these little guys, little tiny Santas. They didn't make it on the tree. They're just little flocked dancing Santas, but they're going to go somewhere because I got to get them out every year. So why don't we have you guys in the chat vote to which mouse should become Santa Mouse? Now, we got lots of choices of mice here. Oh, and this fabulous guy needs to go somewhere. We can't forget that. So we got that coming up too. So I'm not totally done. Now, let me show you some of the mice that we have available to choose from. So we got option number 1. So vote 1 if you want Santa Mouse to be the girl with the bread. Vote 2 if you want Santa Mouse to be the mouse with the little wreath. Vote 3 if you want Mrs. Claus to be Santa Mouse. And now I hide the little mice. I see Sammy's asking this, and this is a great question. And yes, Kate has the Santa Mouse book. These actually didn't come from the Santa Mouse book. They're not associated with the Santa Mouse book, but these are the ones that we had growing up. I think my grandma got these from a lady that made them. But if you're not familiar with the story of Santa Mouse, it's a wonderful story about a little mouse. You leave cheese for it, and then it leaves you little presents inside the tree. So that's the way we always did it. And I have the book and everything. And so my mom, we'd get out cheese and we would put a little plate together for Santa Mouse. And then the next day when we'd wake up, there would be small little objects hidden in the tree, things that were just sort of fun to find as kids, So we always did that. And it was just fun. It's something really great for Christmas. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Now, okay, here's 4. Little mouse in her cap. I have my kerchief. And Ma and her cap just settled down for a long winter's nap. We got her. So she's 4. And then 5 is the little caroler. She can vote for the caroler. And then we got little. I don't know what she's doing. I think she's reading the newspaper. And she's got her little hat on, and she's got her little glasses. And then, of course, we've got this mouse at the pick. I don't remember who sent this to me. I'm sorry, but someone fabulous sent me him. He's a little mouse with Merry Christmas. And I think he looks like an ornament, but I think he's holding like a cupcake pick or a little pick. So he's just a little flocked mouse. So yeah, it's always a fun tradition. Oh, looky there.
So I want to add more berries, obviously. So this will be a work in progress, or else we'll be here all night.
Let's show off your piece, Angela. That's just fabulous.
I got the green leaves and the little faux greenery down there. And then next I can add in the pine cones like in the corners. And then I might add this bow. I need to fix it up again, but we kind of cracked in half. I might add this down at the bottom here.
Oh, I think that would look great at the bottom, Angela.
And I got these little gold pine cones and things to add like on the side in there. So I think that would look cute. The different greenery. And then, yeah, I have those other berries so I can kind of add those behind, but like peeking out.
Oh, I think that.
And I only burned myself like once, so.
Yay! Only one time. That's amazing.
But so far, that's where we're at.
That is looking great, Angela. I kind of like the idea of putting the bow at the bottom. I think that is just going to be fantastic.
I'm going to put that on last because that is going to be delicate. It has some wire on the back, so maybe I can bring it up somehow. But the front is kind of cracked. See, so I need to glue it, and then.
What if you put something in the center of the bow, like one of the little holly leaves or something, and then when you glued it, it would kind of. I don't know. I'm not a crafter, so.
No, I know. I have. Oops, my earring came out apparently.
Yes, I definitely think you could, Julie. If you had oiler cans that had the spouts on the top, they definitely would fit down in here because they're pretty wide. So I think they would work beautifully if you had oiler cans too. It's just such a great idea. They look really, really cool.
Little pearls. I got pom-poms. Little trees. I could put maybe a little pearl ball thing. I got these little different sizes. So
what if you glued that into the center of the ribbon?
Mike, I got this one on Amazon. It was like $11. Let's see. Is that too big? No. Let's see. I got this size one, and it's kind of textured. And you just glob it on and put that in the middle.
I think that would be really pretty, Angela.
Let's see. Let's see if I can do this without burning myself.
Night, Amy B. Thanks so much for joining and hanging out with us. Yeah, Angela likes her glue gun. I'm going to get my receipt spike so I can show you guys. And I don't know if I have a handy oiler can or not. I don't think that I do. But I'll get the receipt spike so you guys really can get a sense while Angela's gluing that on. what I mean when I'm talking about these tree toppers. Now, Abby over at Cozy Curated Cottage has an amazing collection of these. And if you're not following Abby, let me tell you, you're missing out. You got to go follow her, Abby. And she loves these tree toppers, and she's got all the receipt spikes in different colors, shapes, sizes. They're amazing. And so they just fit on here like this, and they're a great, perfect base for these. So they sit down. This one I have has like the octagonal base with all of the different designs. So I love that octagonal shape. I think it's gorgeous. And then you can just stick them on like this, and you can have like a whole little family of these. And so this one too works. Now it's not as skinny, but it works well too because it's nice and heavy and it sits down. So that's why I thought this with the green would be really perfect on this receipt spike here. So I might be able to put that down here below the tree and then have my little family of mice. And then I'll figure out how to put this one on. I thought the silver and the gold just would look gorgeous together. So we might be able to figure out how to jerry rig that. Now we got some votes on the mice. I saw 4 come up several times. So I think 4 is the winner. And I think this guy was voted on as 4. Is that right? Ooh, Angela, that's looking great.
So I'm trying to glue around it. I mean, but. And then it's got this wire back here. So I figure maybe I can put some glue down on the base and put the wire in that. And then add some on the back here on the edge of the tin. So it's kind of got like a few different spots of contact to try to hold it in place. But yeah. There, and I have the cute bow, but I'll save that for last. Can put
That
in
is
the little
very
pine
cute.
cones and everything first.
Oh, I love that. Now, Angela, Mike's got a question for you. He's asking if you have to be an Amazon member to buy that glue gun, or if you can check out and just get it regularly.
Let's see.
I think you have to have an Amazon account to get Prime, which is 2-day shipping. But I think
you should be able to get anything, but
yeah, you can just buy on Amazon without an account, but it will take.
I mean, I buy everything
longer.
Prime pretty much, but
and you have to pay for shipping then. But any of your local craft stores have glue guns, right, Angela? So you could go to like Home Depot or wherever and buy that.
I suggest it is better off getting a full size, or at least one with a stand, because it's just a pain in the butt trying to get it to stay upright, like this one is on Prime, but like you can also get it if you don't have Prime. I don't think it changes the price. I mean, you just may have to pay for shipping, but like, see, there's the Gorilla, and it doesn't come with glue sticks. So make sure you order full size glue sticks. This one is dual temp, but I mean, there's tons and they're everywhere. Like at the hardware store or the Hobby Lobby, Michael's, if you want to get it in person. But this one's nice. It has a dual temperature because a lot of them will be like, so you just want to keep an eye out. If it says low temp, like it's gonna work okay, but like you may need the higher temp with certain materials, like because like this, like it was working pretty good, but then it wasn't really staying stuck. But you just have to be careful with the higher heat. Obviously it runs faster, so just be aware of where the glue is. Like,
and I saw Third Act Upcycler. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. She says that she puts hers, the tree toppers, in a collection of milk glass candle holders, and that is brilliant. What a great idea. See, that's why I love this community. We all share such cool ideas to do with vintage. Now, I did forget this little guy. I always hide him in the tree somewhere. This has been dubbed officially the Vinny ornament because Vinny thinks this little guy is hilarious. He's German and he just sticks out his tongue. He was made in Germany and he was sold in the Germany area of Epcot. And my mom has the large one and I have the little one. And we had these on our tree growing up. So this is extra special. So I'm going to put him
a couple pine cones
in the tree just for fun. He's not a shiny bright, but he's got to hide in the little tree. Ooh, let's see that again, Angela.
Here's a couple of the pine cones that were from the vintage, like, plastic wreath. So they're kind of like plastic pine cones. And then I have some, like this little piece. I think this filler came from Dollar Tree too.
All right, I'm hiding
pine cones, and there's little red pieces in here, and there's just different textures of things. I'm using some of these on a wreath, big wreath I'm working on. So we need to start having craft time. Craft time with Katie.
I need to be taught how to craft because I would glue my fingers together.
Yeah, we need to have that because I have that ornament. I saw it earlier when I was going through my supplies. So we will do that. I'll send that to you.
And then the last ornament going on that's not shiny bright, but he has to go on because he's good luck, and we can all use a little bit of good luck. So here is the chimney sweep. Chimney sweep guy is going on. He's Steinbach. He's a Steinbach ornament, and he is from, let me see, I need to channel my inner huckster helper here to try to read this German. Volker Hunt, I think. I don't know. Tiger, if you're in the chat, you can tell us how to pronounce that. I do not speak German, but he is fabulous. So in honor of Patrick and his daughter, and of course Grandma, and good luck, he has to live on the tree. So I will tuck him in somewhere where he can hide with the mouse. So we'll have him in the tree like here. So he and the mouse can keep each other company. And they're just fun little things. I put them at the bottom. I don't know if you can see, but he's right there. And the little Santa mouse has gone there. And I'll try to tilt this away a little bit so it's not so... That's blinding the chat. We don't want that. Now this lovely ornament, I was not able to actually craft well enough to make a hook for it. So it will not hang, but it will have a wonderful presence in the midst of the mouse village.
You can hang it upside down from all that extra.
Yeah, I might be able to. It could have an interesting upside down life. So okay, we're gonna put it with our family of mice, our little village of mice, mice. You have one mouse. You don't have mices. That's not right. But you have many mice.
Meese.
Meese.
Mises.
Mises and geeses. And so I'm making my little village now of mice. And they're going to live together. Ooh, we got all of the Snoopy family. They're all falling over. And they've had a little too much eggnog. But we are having our fun little village of mice people. I just love these little guys. I don't know who made them. The one was made by a particular person. They're just felted.
Larger berries added in.
Ooh, that's looking really Christmassy. I love the pop of that berry with the red of the Santa. Mm-hmm. That is fabulous. Okay. I'm gonna put them like kind of where I can see them day to day, where I spend most of my evening. They're here. So it's harder for you guys to see what I'm doing, but I'm setting them up like little carolers, and I'll take you around and show you in a minute. But they are fun. So this little guy doesn't want to stand up. I think now this one actually is marked. Let me see if I can read this. Oh, this one's made in West Germany. So I think some of them are German, but some of them must be handmade because the one you can see how it is thick, you know. So this German one doesn't want to sit with the others. He's being a little bit difficult. There. So we got our little mouse family. And then I'll show you what I've done. Let me see if I can take you guys off the stand here so I can show you what I've done with the mice. And then we got our little Snoopy family. They're going to live over here. And so I'm going to make a little village with the Snoopies. And they'll just be looking at a very large Christmas store. You know, you got to be creative with your little displays. And you got to have little backstories. And the fun part is now if people come to my house, they're like, why do you have all these little Snoopies with a giant star? Because now you got a whole story that you could make up and tell your guests. And then they'll think, wow, you've really had too much eggnog. So we're going to just set these guys up. So let me clear this little area off with some of the things. And I'll show you. I'm going to tilt the camera down so you guys can see. And, all right, so we got our little Snoopy village. Can you guys see? So we got all the Snoopies and Linus and Lucy. And we got a little Christmas star here. And, yes, my Christmas tree skirt has a little starburst. And it also has these weird pom-poms. It's the only one that I could find to fit this tree. Now, we also have going on under the tree, because why not? We have our Christmas sheep, because everybody needs Christmas sheep from West Germany. So they probably mean nothing to anybody else in this chat, but they are really fabulous. So I love them, and they have to be out every year because they were my grandma's, and I just love them. They were on my little kiddie tree growing up in my bedroom that my mom had set up for us. And I've always liked sheep. So there they are. Oh, look at that button. Okay.
It's like a acorn or something of a thing.
So here's our little family of mice carolers. Can you guys see? Let me move this out of the way, the light. Maybe we'll come at it from the side. But there's our little family of carolers. So we got all of the mice.
Gold.
This little West Germany guy keeps falling over. He's got some issues. Little baby mouse there. So we got all of them. And this guy's not even pointed the right way. Get it together. You're the one with the sheet music. So you got to carry the tune, buddy. All right. Let's see. There we go. There's our little happy family of mice living in the tree. And then, well, this guy didn't quite make it on. He kind of doesn't have a home yet, but he will. We'll find a home for him. And now let me show you the tree. So we've got, I'll take you through. We got some of the mercury glass garland on the tree. We've got our little telephone booth. We've got, and I'll try to point this back up at the tree so you get some light. We've got all of our ornaments. And we kind of did the kind of colors up here and then some of our favorites. So we've got all of our spaceship ornaments, some of the more fun ornaments. Like I get this out every year. It's one of the only non-shiny brights I put on besides the telephone and this guy. But he has a little carousel. He, I believe, is Christopher Radko. My grandma got him in honor of a carousel in St. Augustine I used to ride when I was a kid. There was a horse on that carousel that got hit, and a drunk driver hit it. And the guy, Mr. Jim, he's no longer with us, but he was the one that ran the carousel for like over 30 years. he saw that I was really upset that Petey was crushed. The horse I had named when I was a kid was crushed by this accident at the carousel. And all the city of St. Augustine loved the carousel because Mr. Jim would give free rides to any of the kids coming down for cancer treatments or different surgeries. He's a really great guy. And so he spent months repairing Petey. Some of the other horses got too damaged, and by the board certified, there actually is like a board for carousel. They couldn't repair those, but Petey did get repaired, and I got to go down and write my name, or write Petey's name on the horse. And so anyway, long story with the carousel, but that's why I have the carousel ornament. Very special. Unfortunately, Mr. Jim passed away, and his wife has had the carousel moved to where he wanted it, back to his hometown. And so unfortunately, it's no longer in St. Augustine, but I have the little crystal jewel that came off of Petey, the original glass jewel from like the 40s, when because it was an old carousel. So that's pretty cool. And I have that ornament. So very special. And this is the rest of the tree that we've got going. And I've kind of done like a purple theme on this side. So we've got purple and pinks, and then we kind of go into reds and blues, and then the other side's just sort of multicolored and fun, mixed in with a little bit of gold here. And then we've got this beautiful garland from Michael Todd, Cult of Vintage, and I'm still working on putting Pam's garland on. I just haven't been able to figure out how to get that up higher on the tree. So maybe I'll put it down here and kind of lay it through the tree skirt at the bottom. This tree skirt's a little bit large for this tree, but it's kind of hard to find the perfect ones. I will say I'm not too crazy about the pink furry hoops on the bottom of this, but I love the little starbursts. This is not vintage. This is Target. But it worked for now, and one day I will have a beautiful vintage tree skirt for my tree. But for now, I'm pretty happy with this. And then we're back to our Snoopy's. Snoopy Peanuts guy at the bottom. So very, very cool. Love how this turned out. I think it is looking fabulous. Now, I have moved a lot on my counter because I usually have a lot of glass that graces my counter. So I will, after the live is over, all of the craziness that you're seeing on this half of the counter from me scooting things around for the tree, I'll put that away, and the tree will really be in its full glory by itself here. So everything's a little bit crazy currently in my kitchen, getting ready for Christmas, and just packing things from the live sale I had with Misty. My kitchen looked a little bit like Christmas throughout everywhere, but I really enjoy shipping. I know a lot of people don't, but I have so much fun packaging your orders and making them special. So even though my kitchen's a little bit crazy, it was all worth it because it was just so much fun. So I enjoyed that. Hi, Suspizio. Thanks for joining in the chat. Oh, Kim's saying that her Dollar Tree gun works great. Let's see. Yes, I know, Sue, you were in the chat last year. So yeah, we've got, I think it's hard to see in StreamYard because the chat doesn't quite stay up to date with what's in the chat. But thanks for taking care of the trolls, guys. Yeah, hang it by the pearls. All right, Catherine's saying hang our ornament that we made with Patrick by the pearls. And maybe we will do that. Now, I have one extra aluminum branch, and I have scoured this tree up and down, and I cannot find where this goes. I think it's either an extra. It doesn't go in the top because it's too tall, and of course, it has the pom-pom end. So I don't know where this belongs, but it is here, and I will take good care of it and package it up carefully if I cannot find where it goes while I have the tree out. But anyway, it's a mystery branch. It's free with the tree. And then, okay, I want to point these out too while Angela's crafting away over there. This is a very cool box of ornaments my grandmother got for me. And I wanted to read the little thing. These are by Kurt Adler, so they're newer, but they are really neat. It's a set Grandma got me as an early Christmas gift for my tree. And these are by Kurt Adler, and it says old-fashioned glass ornaments. These blown glass ornaments were inspired by vintage ornaments from the 40s and 50s. The set features 12 festive shapes, including a cupcake, a mushroom, and a Santa face. All are finished with a shimmer that is surely add a magical sparkle
So
to
far,
Oh, that's looking great.
I got some little bottle brush trees from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna try to put some of those in. Some little, oh, I opened a tab by accident. Some little trees. This is where we're at right now. And some little things from the scatter things. Got little pine cones and things. And I added that little holly. I have a bunch of these little holly enameled ones in there I added to the top. Kind of match his little thing there. Thanks,
That
Sue.
looks great, Angela. I mean, it's coming along so well. You've got an eye that I don't have for that kind of thing. It's amazing. And Third Act Vintage is saying that she's never used Mercury Glass Garland. And I will say it does slip off a little bit. I need to work with the garland to get it more draped, because right now it kind of, the way the branches are on the pom-pom tree is they kind of go in. So it's hard to get them from kind of sliding down the tree. And I know there's something I'm probably doing wrong, but I'll probably do some more videos on YouTube to see other people decorating their trees. And I'll look up some photos to get more inspiration on how maybe I can make that look a little bit more even, because it's not perfect yet. So I'll play around with that. Now, I was showing these ornaments that my grandma gave me, and she found these, I guess, in a catalog, and they're all different. They're reproductions of some of these older ornaments, and they're gorgeous. They're hand blown. They're Kurt Adler, and I think what I want to do with these is put them in a beautiful bowl. I have an idea. I know Grandma had her heart set on me putting them on the tree, but I really thought that they would be beautiful in my great grandmother's crystal brilliant cut glass celery dish. So this is what I'm going to add under the tree. And I've got this beautiful brilliant cut dish. This was my great grandmother's. And I'm just going to put these, I think, in here because I like having things around the tree skirt. And I think this would just be really pretty together in this bowl. So I'm going to take all of these out. There's a little pine cone. There's some grapes that are just gorgeous. There's a little lantern style one. This one is cool. It's kind of swirly and it's Christmas colors. And then this one looks more button-like a peppermint candy. And this one's probably my favorite. Well, I don't know. I think I've got two favorites. This one is the Santa.
Hey, Pam.
Hey, Pam.
Oh, have you not been here the whole time, Pam?
He's a little Santa. And then this one's probably my other favorite. It's a little old street light with the flame in it. Ooh, that's coming along beautifully.
So yeah, I added some of those little bottle brush trees over there.
Ooh, that just looks great. Let me make you big, Angela.
And then I'm leaving that space a little bit more open because I might try to add on the bow next. Let's see. Here, Pam.
Oh,
Santa.
that is amazing.
These glittery. It's hard to see, but there is a little glitter like on these pine cones, and some are painted gold. And berries.
Hi, Kathy.
Different textures and things.
I love the button. That is just really cool.
That's like actually like the other side of it, I think it's some kind of like acorn type dried type of thing. You know, uh, if you, I don't know if you can see it, but like it's almost like woody, like.
Oh yeah, it kind of
But
matches
yeah,
that.
it does look like a button. But
I love that, Angela.
hey, and thanks.
So I'm going to add these last couple
Let's
of
see.
ornaments
Let's
to the
try to get
dish.
the one. Here's the
This
bow
one is
that
a
we
mushroom.
upcycle. Put the little
A little gingerbread house. We have cupcake. And we have this little guy. So Angela's doing an assemblage, and I'm not so great at those, but I can put together a bowl of ornaments. So my great grandmother's celery, American cut, brilliance glass celery is now filled with these lovely ornaments from my grandma, and they are going to go right under the tree. So we got one side with our little Snoopy village. So we got the Snoopy village on this side. I don't know. It's hard to show this on camera. So we got Snoopy Village. We got, now this is all a work in progress. So I still got some random bits and bobs there. There's our beautiful glass dish. And let me move this out of the way to show the little mice village again. So we got our little village of mice down at the bottom here on this side. So I think I'll do something for that other side that still doesn't have anything, and just ignore the craziness that is my kitchen currently. I am working on getting all set up for Christmas and moving things out of the way. So it's a little crazy, but this tree is looking pretty fab. So I'm excited about that. I do think, no, you guys tell me, but I think maybe it's missing something here. Like, I don't know if it needs another ornament, but I do have a few more red ones left. So you guys tell me what you think about that, and we can fix that very easily. So Angela's craft, I gotta say, is coming along really well. That is looking amazing.
this bow's being a pain in the ass.
Yeah, some of those things when you're trying to.
There's not a lot to attach it to. So I'm trying to get, like, I put a big glob over the wire part to try to get it to attach.
A little Snoopy village took a tumble. If you move the tree skirt in any direction, it's, it does cause it to kind of tumble over a little bit. But yeah, fun. I might put, on the other side, I might put some of my vintage ornament boxes. I do have a collection of those. I'm not going as all out for Christmas this year. I don't know how you guys are doing it at your house, but I've decided that I am just putting up the aluminum tree this year instead of going all out and moving everything around my house, because I just need to get, some of my things back in order after the sale and after Christmas. And I'm ready to have my Monica house back. I'm a bit of a Monica. I like things kind of,
We'll save the bow for something else.
Yes, the bow being frustrating. It just doesn't want to go on.
And, well, Sue's like, it doesn't need it. But I'll add some little things down here then. Let's see what thing would fit better.
So I'm going to find someplace for,
Just penguin.
I might put my little dancing Santas down here. So let's see.
10.
Oh, your name is Margie. Welcome, Third Act Upcycler. I'm so glad to know your name.
The little Santa.
That is fabulous. You can go to the settings, Third Act Upcycler, Margie, and add your name to your title if you want. It's in the YouTube settings under your profile. So if you go there and then you can edit name, it will give you a chance to do that. And it may take a couple of days to get that name fully integrated on YouTube. I found when I did a change with my logo, it took a couple of days for my little icon to fully change to the one that I had chosen. But it should do the name rather quickly. But if it doesn't, just know that it will. And let's see. I think I've pretty much got everything kind of decked out over here. Angela, how's your wreath coming?
Gosh darn it. Sorry, my earring keeps falling out. Hold on.
It's sometimes that happens a little bit when you're trying to do so many things at one time.
Hold on, I need to snip out this little bit of glue.
I have a lot of these ornament hooks left, and I'm glad. It's always nice to have more, but I wish I had more of the vintage ones. As I talked earlier, I love vintage ornament hooks. There's just something about them. They're better than these, more modern, flimsy ones. And for all of you guys that have aluminum trees, I'd love to hear a poll in the chat, because does your aluminum tree shed little aluminum pieces? Because mine does. And I always feel so sad when I find one of these.
Don't tempt me, Sue.
I always feel like it's, it's dying or something. Like it's losing. I'm trying to pick up a piece here off the counter and it won't let me pick it up. But I always feel like I'm losing my aluminum when it sheds. It just makes me sad. So I hate to see the aluminum shedding, but I guess it happens with older trees. So I'm lucky to still have a lot of aluminum on mine. Sue's saying to glue the earring in.
Yeah, I said, don't tempt me. I might. No. I just need a bigger back because I had gauged here. So that's just, I guess, a little too much room left. It's funny how it's only one ear it's doing that. This one's just fine, but
and
I'm adding in a couple more berries.
I think I'll put this guy on the other side. He might live, if I don't get out the ornament boxes, he might live on the other side. I did the ornament boxes on my tree last year like presents, which I thought was really fun. But this year, again, I'm just paring back a little bit just because I'm ready to have my space back to everything in its place, And I love Christmas, but the one thing that's a little bit challenging with Christmas, especially when you're like a vintage collector, and I'm sure all of you guys can relate to this, is you got to move a million things out of the way to do a new vignette or a display. And I'm moving this light out of the way so it's not blinding all of you guys in the chat, because I want you to be able to see the aluminum tree without getting totally blinded by the light. Let's see how that goes. Now we look like we're on a rave. Let's see. How's that? Is that any better? Still want you to have the sparkle, but without all the craziness. Let's see. Katie, you can always change extras on your doorknobs. Yes, you can, Sue. That is a great tip. That is a fabulous tip. Absolutely can do that as well.
What?
Let's see.
What's
yeah, you can put she's talking about, you can put the leather jingle bells like Pam sells on your door. You could have little Santa, rubber Santa faces. You can do so much on your doors. They're really amazing. And the vintage hooks, they're sturdier. Kate, they're thicker. They're like a really good metal. Like the newer hooks. So let me show you. I have a vintage hook here. So let me show you the difference. I don't know if you'll see this on camera, but this is a more modern hook, and it's just really there. It's flimsy. Like, see how easily I can just bend this around? The older hooks, let me see if I can find one. I think all of these are a bit newer. Nope, this one's older. The older ones, no, this one isn't. Yeah, it is. It's thicker. It's thicker, and it's a solid metal, and it stays put. I don't know. That's really the best way that I can tell you about those older hooks. It's a feel thing, and when you get them, you just know they're better. I don't know. The vintage is always better for the most part, you know. They just really are. They stay better. They're just so much better than the other ones. I really like them. Yeah, every piece of furniture with a knob. That's true, Sue. Your dressers, your anything you could fill up with those vintage little decorations. And that's a great way to kind of spruce up your house for a holiday without getting out all the kit and caboodle. Although I love all of my vintage Christmas, and I have a big collection of vintage Christmas boxes. I love the white boxes and the ornament boxes. They are a pain to store, but they're so worth it because they're so fabulous. I did a big display last year with all of my vintage Christmas, and it was amazing. But I had to move everything out of the way, so I think this year I'm just going to enjoy the aluminum tree, and with it being this close to Christmas, you know. I think this tree will just be perfect by itself. And I'll have my little village of mice, which is just fantastic. So let me see. I've got this box still with some other ornaments in it. So I just wanted to look through here to see if there's anything that I'm missing that I really wanted to have. I had this, like I said, this was my Easter box. I was planning on doing an aluminum tree for Easter. And I had the little Peter Rabbit dude. I had the sheep, you know, a little lamb. So I had him. And then I had all these eggs. Now, my grandmother bought, I don't know where she got these, but they're Fabergé eggs. And she bought a set of them. And we always had, I don't know, this is probably strange for all of you guys. We had a tree in our living room that my mom decorated with all of our family ornaments, kid ornaments. And then in the hall by the front door, we had another tree. They were fake trees my mom had. Now, my dad always had real trees. But the tree that was in the hall, we dubbed the egg tree because my mom had these eggs. And we had eggs that my friends, my grandmother's friend, I think, made eggs. And she made the blowing kind. So she would blow out the egg and do little scenes inside of them. And we probably have, I would say, close to 15 or more of those. They're really amazing. In fact, she took her designs to New York. And one of the stores on Fifth Avenue wanted to sell her eggs back in the 50s or 60s. My mom talked to her, got a hold of her finally after years and years, and heard that story. And there's more to it, but it was pretty amazing. My mom got to talk to her and write down the story of the eggs. But she carefully would blow out the eggs, do snow scenes with the mica snow, glue little things, and they're really amazing. I don't have one here because they're so fragile. My mom keeps them in a special box at her house, but we always did an egg tree. So since I have these eggs, and my mom has the other eggs with all of the scenes inside of them from that wonderful lady down the street. And so I didn't put these on for Christmas, but I think if I do an Easter tree, these would be really great for that. So this box I kind of separated for Easter, and I'm sure there's other shiny brights that I have, but I think what's just left is these Fabergé eggs. And I do really love these. They are gorgeous. They are fantastic. And and I have this guy left. Now, he didn't have a home, but I love him. The little bear. He is great. So Angela will be back, and we're just going to continue chatting. I'm going to make myself bigger so you can see the full glory of the aluminum tree. There it is. There it is. And all of it.
I'm going to bend over if I button the screen.
And we've got a little bit I love the step stool. I've had it forever. Again, my grandma had this at her house. Can't beat vintage. So I'll move that out of the shot so that you can see the full glory that is the aluminum tree, because it is just a stunner. This piece is gorgeous. And then we can add anything else to the tree that we want, but I really think that I'm very happy with the way the ornaments are. I think that this turned out gorgeous, and I'm just really, really thrilled with it. Um, I got to figure out how to get that tree topper on. That is the only thing that I have not quite figured out yet, is to get the tree topper on the top. But I think that the ornament spacing is great. I love, this is an up close look for all you guys that wanted to know about the little faux color wheel from Walmart. And I just think that this turned out gorgeous. I'm really, really happy with it. I think it's a stunner of a tree this year. Now, I do have to work on the garland a little bit. I think, like someone was saying, they do kind of slip down. You can see how it's kind of falling down in the back a little bit. I wanted it to be more like draped on the edges like this. But it's really beautiful. And then we got Patrick's ornament and some more fun little chimney sweep for good luck hidden in the bottom along with Santa Mouse. Shared that story earlier. And it's just really coming along beautiful. Yeah, so I actually have the stand on the counter. So this is my kitchen island, and I have this on the counter because if I put it anywhere else, my dog Louie would eat the tree. And we cannot have Louie eating the aluminum Christmas tree. Okay, so that's
I went to go get the ribbon from Katie's package I got today. Would work as the perfect holder.
Sure.
So I just stuck it through and tied a knot and hid it behind Santa's head. And that way you can just hold it up and, adjust it to wherever, like, can tie. Let me put it down so I don't drop it. Like, and tie a knot. Since it's the hole's kind of at the forward angle of the pan, like, you can make a bow.
Ooh, Angel's getting all fancy with the bows.
You can trim this, but obviously I would trim it. But you can make the bow depending on where you're going to hang it. Like, I'll put these back here, but like...
Oh my gosh, that is wonderful.
There's the bow, and you could hang it on the door or wall, whatever.
Sue's saying, is that my Christmas present?
If you bid for it. I added some more little cones down there and added some of the greenery. I broke up some of the berries separately and put them in. And then there's little bottle brush trees and the enameled ones up there. Little things. I added a little red kind of, I don't even know what they are. Like a dried berry plant thing. I don't know. But yeah. Thank you, Kate. But that's all I want to do for now.
Yeah, you really did.
I mean, you could pick at it all day and add like, little gold things in between the leaves or whatever. So, I mean, I was looking at my stuff. If I come across, maybe I'll, more like leaf branchy type things like that are thinner. I could put in between the greenery or like a strand of beads or whatever. The ones I have aren't that long, but yeah. So, ta-da! It's the first craft I've done in a while.
Yay!
It's more than just like 2 steps. Yay! Thanks,
oh my
Katie.
Gosh, that looks amazing because Angela does things with layering that is really neat. I love the way you've put the tinsel behind because it really pops. And then you've got the greenery and the red berries, which match Santa, and the bow matches perfectly. And you've got some of that rusty, colors from the pine cones that you do on the tin. It's just really a great piece.
Thank you.
So, Angela, I'm assuming that this piece is going to stay in your house, or are you going to offer it up at the next sale?
I'm gonna offer it up.
Ooh, so guys, if you want this, you're going to come to Angela's next live sale. And when can we find that sale, Angela, so people have a chance to purchase this fabulous piece?
I have no idea, Katie.
Sometime in the near future, so stay tuned in.
We're planning a New Year's Eve end of the year party. I mean, not everything has to be like something that you're like dying to get rid of, but we could do this at the New Year's party. I mean, if people are interested, I we could do that because I'm just with the work schedule. I don't think I can have a sale right now besides like posting stuff to Instagram, or just stay tuned there and I can put like an announcement on my community tab if I'm going to post it to Instagram or something.
Yay!
I want to make some more things. I have like so many things in process. I have like a white wrapped wreath that I have like some of these little berry things on, but I picked up some more greenery that's glittery so I can kind of spread it out because it's a bigger wreath. So I'm working on that too. So I may post these to Instagram.
I definitely think you should share that over on IG because that is amazing. And I saw some comments I wanted to mention. Picasso Cat and Sue Spezio can't see each other. And sometimes you can accidentally hide someone when even if you're not a moderator and you click hide, it basically will hide that person from you in any chat. So what you might do is go into your YouTube channel, the little icon that has you on it, and then go down into YouTube Studio. It will say YouTube Studio, and you can go to hidden. You go to it's under settings, but it's like moderators and users or something like that, and it will say hidden users, and then you can see if you guys have accidentally blocked each other. But we can help you figure that out after the live is over, and I can do a more in-depth thing. It's weird. It happened to a few people recently, so I don't know why that is. But yes, Angela, that is way cool. I love your wreath.
Thank you.
I think you could hang it up in front of your curtain near your tree, but I don't
know. Sometimes I have like a tree hook, or wreath hook, and sometimes I'll hang things up there to take pictures. So, you could do that in front of your window, like Christy's Tippy Wings thing.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I have my candy garland up there from Sacred Heart Vintage on Instagram, so it could hang there and I could take a picture. Ta-da! But
that is really
I'm trying to get all these little glue strings off.
That's the thing with hot glue. You're always finding those, aren't you?
It's everywhere. I know this little fuzz from Santa's beard. But
that is great. Well, guys, you can stay tuned to Angela's channel on Instagram at A Marksberry, right, to get announcements for her next sale and cool pictures of her crafts that she's been making. So there he is. And I want to announce before we end the live, I thank you all for joining us tonight and hanging out, just having fun, chatting, decorating trees, sharing stories. That's really what this night has been about. It's just a great way to get together as a community and hang out and have fun. I do want to announce that we're going to have another chance to do that together next Friday night. So make sure you tune in to my YouTube channel. I hope Angela can join me. We're still working out some details. But on this coming Friday, so this is Christmas Eve, I am having my Christmas light premiere. And so if you are not familiar with that, I am doing an open collaboration. So anyone that has a video camera can join in on this, whether you have a YouTube channel or you just want to post a quick video to Instagram. You can film something and tag me and use that hashtag Christmas light show. Christmas Eve light show is the hashtag. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern, all videos will be scheduled to go live at 7 p.m. That evening. But at 10 p.m. Eastern, make sure you come back to my channel because we are going to be having a big party. So we're going to have a Christmas Eve watch party, and we're going to watch all the videos in the collaboration, look at some gorgeous Christmas lights, and I'm going to be in my pajamas. So we're going to have some fun drinking eggnog or hot cocoa, whatever you want, curl up in your pajamas, watch some Christmas lights, and then we are going to cap off the evening with Patrick, Trusty Huckster Mercantile, and we will be reading The Night Before Christmas as you all get ready to go to bed for Christmas Eve. So that's going to be fun on my channel, and hopefully Angela can join me for the watch party. And I am really looking forward to seeing all of your videos. I've been filming a little bit, and I found some new houses this year, so I'm really
freezing
excited.
for me.
Oh gosh, am I freezing? Let's see. I hope not. Okay, let's see. Julie's saying here, tweezers work great to get rid of glue strings. And Sue is asking you where you got the Santa
Sorry,
face
Katie,
from.
you were freezing for me.
Ooh, that's not good. Well, I hope I'm not freezing for the audience. Let's see. Okay, there's a Vaseline
Yeah,
trick.
I think they said if you put Vaseline.
Okay, Angela's freezing now on my end.
Keep it from doing that.
Uh-oh, Angela, are you there? Did we lose Angela? I hope Angela's still with us. Internet is always funky. So Angela is having some technical difficulties, it looks like. Okay, so we're good on my end. So Angela, I'm so sorry. And any moderators in the chat, if you can take care of that troll, that would be great. Okay, Angela, I'm so sorry, but I think you're freezing.
I'm freezing.
I think you're freezing. You need to put on a sweater.
No, you're freezing.
No, I don't want to put on a blanket. I'm hot.
I'm freezing, actually. Yes, my feet are so cold, and I have shoes on. And tomorrow night, we're gonna be on Pamela Blanchard's channel.
Yay!
She's gonna have a game night,
and we're gonna have some fun playing Wheel of Fortune. And Pam's got some giveaways. So make sure you come back to Pam's channel tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern during her regular sales slot. We'll be on a Wheel of Fortune with all kinds of fun in the chat, giveaways, and special guests. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And stay tuned because Katie and I have some announcements coming.
We do. I'm very excited about it. We got something special we're cooking up. So lots of fun for the holiday season, guys. You want to hit that bell and make sure you stay tuned to our Instagram so you know what's happened next and you don't miss a beat. Thank you all so much for joining. And Pam, she's already spoiler, I'm the winner. Oh, we got some competition.
No, the person whose channel it's on can't be the winner.
That's Angela's new Christmas rule.
Yeah. The host can't be the winner. Okay, Pat Sajak is never the winner, okay?
That's hilarious, Angela. And it's very true, but I don't know. Pam is good at Wheel of Fortune. We were doing some tests, and I found out how quickly she was able to solve the puzzles. Well, everyone was good except for me. I'm not as quick-witted with those puzzles.
You're a killer.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's about 2-hour mark, so I'm going to let all of you guys get some rest and make sure you tune in for all the fun coming up on our channels. Lots of holly jolly for the Christmas season.
Not a 12-hour video like last time, Katie?
I don't think so. Last time I did the tree, it was like a 5-hour live, and I think 2 hours is a good time. So we're going to turn on some Christmas movies over here, get Louie cozy, and we'll enjoy the nice glow of the tree. And Angela can enjoy her Christmas craft. Maybe get that hung up on her backdrop there. So again, thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Angela, for joining and being a co-host in this fabulous new series we're doing. This is just part of a little bit of a fun thing to do while Fatbird Finds is taking a much needed rest off from flipping and sipping. So this is just something cool during the holidays that Angela and I put together to kind of give another spot for the community to hang out and have some fun while Fatbird Finds is taking a break. So Angela, thanks for joining us tonight.
Here.
Oh, there you go.
All right, there we go. I'll just write like this from our nightpan.
Oh, I like that. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, folks, I hope that you will stay in, stay safe, and bend YouTube. Bye-bye, friends. Have a great evening.